Hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, got very dark here. Hello again. Okay. Let me make sure I have the chat here. Hello. My mic okay? Yeah, it looks like it. If you're here, say hi in the chat. Let's slowly get to work. Okay. Hey, I'm doing well. How are you? I think you told me your name last time, but I cannot remember your name. Okay. This time I set up the some data on Xano already, so we can not waste time on Xano just generating stuff. I did use the generate records, the AI thing they have, and I expected something a bit nicer for the images, but they're just colored boxes, which is interesting, but could be better. Otherwise, okay, yeah. Nice to see you again. Uh, let's see. Are you done with work, or is it should be? I think you last time you said it's about nighttime to you as well, around evening. I'll wait a few more minutes, like 3-4 minutes, then we can start. It's 10 p.m. right now. Just finished some work, and you're checking Webflow Facebook group. Oh, yeah, good to hear. 10 p.m. is pretty late. Thanks for thanks for coming here at 10 p.m. The Webflow Facebook group is pretty good from time to time. It used to be a lot more active, and you could find. That's what I used to find most of my work when I was a freelancer in the group. But now it seems like it's not the same as before. Or maybe I'm just not checking it enough. But that's how it seems like to me. Everybody fuming about new pricing updates. Oh yeah. I've been thinking if I should do a deeper breakdown. Let's take a quick look. Slash pricing. So so we have this, right? The seats. I don't know. It kind of makes sense. I can see why they did it because there was a limit on top of each plan. But now I feel like this is even more confusing because first you had to explain like the difference between a workspace plan and a site plan. Now you have to explain site plans, workspace plans, and seat. Adds another variable into the mix, so it's a bit weird. I feel like it should have been like a built-in thing, like core, and you have this many seats, like I don't know, one full seat and two guests. Actually, guests don't even count as these, right? So even for me, it's a little confusing. But I feel like it should be like I don't know, a little counter here that you can go up or down, and it's like you add a seat and this goes up. Would have been a lot nicer. Teo Deku, good luck with the stream, Chris. I appreciate the videos you've put on. Thank you, and thank you for being here. We're just quickly checking the new updates on pricing, and then we'll go into the actual build. Really, I never found any work. Every time I check out, there's also angry on some new update. How do you get clients? The client question is a pretty big question to answer here, but basically you need to try a few different channels until you find which one works for you best. Like for me, I said that when I was starting out, it was the Facebook group, but now clearly it's not the best place to find clients anymore. So maybe it's like posting on. I know that a lot of people find by posting on Twitter or X. I know. Sorry, I know a lot of who just reach out by email. I know people who go locally. So it's a big question for this stream. Webflow pricing will eventually need the diagram like the OG Slack notification diagram. Yeah, it is a bit all over the place. Oh yeah, we also have for teams and for freelancers and agencies. I'm not sure why this is a separation. I think I'm on this plan or this one. No, no. I'm on this plan. So on my account, I'm on this plan actually. So I have unlimited staging, full CMS, free guest access in client, one full seat, advanced roles, permissions. So I don't have any seats. I have to pay for each seat. While the other ones here, the teams have free seats or no? No, they have guests. Like I can be a guest in a team. Yeah, pretty weird. I would have preferred something more simplified, especially when we're trying to explain to a client. And every now and then you see a new blog article, like a whole blog article just to explain the pricing. But anyway, I was already circle choosing. They made it even more confusing. Yeah, I think so. I think this could have been simplified a lot. Like you have to switch between tabs, and then each tab has its own tabs, and then you have to scroll down to the other ones. But anyway, that's that. That's it. So I just duplicated the project that we did last time, and I made just a few small changes. So we used to have an image field here on the component. I removed that field. And if you check the image in here, I think I already published, so we can check it here. Okay, so if I open these, we have coal. If you play Minecraft, you know this is from the coal that you get in Minecraft. So if anyone tries to like hack into it and just do like a display, display, none. And gets to see all of the gifts, they will only see coal because they have been naughty and Santa Claus brought them coal. So this time, the images will come from Xano. So I made already a table, called it gifts, and I used their helpful AI to generate images, which turned out to be just squares, colored squares. Not great, but it's good that at least they are different. And we had a little bit of code last time in here, and that code just made it so that we can only open up to the current date. So the current date is 13. So now 14, I cannot open that. Doesn't do anything if I click it. Which is great, but I just showed how you can just hide the door of it and you can access everything. And now we're gonna keep this on the front end, but we're gonna also only load in the correct images for the cards that we already have. So we're gonna start from Xano actually. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit more. And I'm gonna start by going to API in my default folder. Let me create a new endpoint. When you create a table, it gives you the option to create a bunch of these endpoints. So all these default get, post, delete. But I don't want anyone to be able to access and add gifts or delete gifts or get individual gifts. So I'm just going to create a simple one on my own manually. So I'll call it gifts, get, yes. Okay, that's it. And in here, instead of returning all of the gifts, we're gonna add something here. We're gonna start by creating a variable. We'll call it date. And in here, we can find timestamp or now. Where is it? I have found it before. Now, okay. So this gives you a timestamp. The only problem is that we can't really use this as is. a timestamp is like a big number that represents how much time has passed since the Unix timestamp, which I don't remember when it was exactly, but it's not going to work for us here. We need to do some edits to it. So we can click on Add Filter. And let's go to, what was it? Let me make sure. Format timestamp. Cool. And here, there is a table that you can find. What was it? PHP. I think it's this one. There's a place that shows you the supported formats. Not this one. Okay, here. So if you use lowercase d, you get the day of the month, but it's 2 digits with leading 0. So if it's 1, it's going to be 01. I just want the number without the leading 0, so we need J. J, day of the month without leading zeros, gives us 1 to 31. So that's what we want. So I'm going to close these, and here the format will be J. The time zone I'm going to stay on the default so that everyone gets the same. Save, and let me make sure we get the variable first. I have a chat. I wish the function stack, and especially this right side drawer with all the filters, would be more intuitive. Nonetheless, Xano is still a game changer in the space. Yeah, it is a bit confusing, especially at first if you have never used it before. And the filters, like, even I consider myself quite technical, and figuring out that I need to click filter in order to change what this is was a bit weird to me. That's not what filter means in my head. But yeah, it just takes time to learn it, and then it works. So here, when we get all the records, we want to add a query, add a conditional, and we only want to get items where the gifts.id is equals or less than the date. So if you noticed before in the table, the IDs were 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 25. So the IDs represent the day. So I'm going to save, and then we can quickly test it. I'm going to run this. Let me close, and you can see it gives me a list of 13 items, and we have 13th of December. It's Friday the 13th. A very nice day. So we are getting the data we need here. We're getting objects with the ID and the image. The gift image includes this path and the URL. We basically want this URL, which is what we will use in Webflow. Okay, this is actually already done. I'm just going to copy this endpoint URL. Actually, I'm going to copy, yes, this one. I'm going to go here. All right. Maybe we'll put that code down here. Say fetch gifts. And because all of the logic happens inside this function in here, like we're not passing anything to it, it figures out what kind of data it needs on its own. No one can take more gifts than they need to get. So no one can cheat it and get all the gifts. You just get from this endpoint just the things you need. Let me publish. I've got to publish this. Okay. So I think I'm gonna use the SDK. So let me quickly save this. I'm gonna go ahead and add the SDK. Just to make our code a bit easier. And by the way, after this, if we have enough time, we'll also do it in Wizd, because I haven't tried it in a while and I really want to test it out. Okay, so we need to initialize the Xano client. So Xano equals new Xano client. And actually, this will need to make sure that the script has loaded. So I'm going to put it in its own thing. I'm going to say this. Wait. Yeah. So in its own function, we're going to wait for load to make sure all the scripts have loaded. Let's do const Xano equals new Xano client. Instance base URL. By the way, this is just in the, if you look up Xano SDK, you'll find these. I just have them in a document so that I don't have to keep switching back and forth. And I can paste this URL that we got earlier. Although I think this needs to be the other one. API group base URL. Okay. And then we can just do xano.get here, fetch gifts. Gonna do gifts. Actually, we don't need to do anything in here. And then we'll do dot then. And for now, let's just do response. And we will console.log the response just to make sure we're getting it in the correct format. Yeah. And here we have, I feel like I did something wrong here. Oh, this one. Error. Yeah. This is extra. Okay. And if something goes wrong, we'll do something here. Console log error for now. Although it's probably error.message, but let's save this. I'm gonna quickly publish just to make sure we have it. And then it should be pretty straightforward. Okay, so I'm gonna refresh here, check the console. So we have body, and inside the body, we have 13 items. Each of them has a date, gift image, and ID. So we need to access body, or the array of the body, and then we have gift image URL. Cool. So we're gonna say const list equals, let's do gift is response.body. We'll do gifts dot for each gift and the index. I'm gonna call it index. Okay, so for each gift that we got, we want to take the name, so not the name, the URL. So URL equals gift dot the gift image. Yeah, gift image dot URL. And we need to get all the cards. We've already done it here. It's fine, I'll do it again. Okay. So cards. And if we do this to get the index, so we are targeting the specific card that, sorry, this has to be +1. The reason is +1 because, wait, do we need +1? No, we don't need +1 yet. Okay. So I was saying +1 because we start from 1 here, but we're actually looking at the index, not the number itself. So for each one of the gifts, we will also go for each one of the cards. We will look for the image inside and change the source URL. So, well, why is it getting blurry? Okay. So let's do query selector. I'm pretty sure there's only one image, so we'll get the image. We should be able to just access source like this equals URL. I think that's it. Okay, maybe easier than I expected if we finished in half an hour. Let's see. Okay, fresh. There we go. Okay, it took a little bit of time, but there now. So now we have all of these beautiful gifts, colorful gifts. And then I cannot open 14, but if someone decides to be naughty and remove all the doors, so you can go here, display none, important. All you're gonna get is call for the rest of them. So now even if someone knows how to open the inspector and look into your project, they cannot get the rest of your gifts. They will only get the ones up to the current date. Yeah, that's it. I mean, the only thing left we can do is maybe adding a disabled attribute to all of these. Last time I had it, and the problem I had with it is that every time I tried to click, the disabled would like override the actual Webflow element. So every time I could not select any of these because it was disabled. So I just removed it just to make it easier to select stuff in Webflow. But it's not really that important. But yeah, we have it working. Let's see, we have a few people here. Would you like to see it in Xano? We only did it in half an hour, so we can keep going. But otherwise, this is all the code we used this time. About 20 lines of code with a lot of spaces and stuff like that. But yeah, we just initialized a Xano client. We fetched the gifts. I can remove this console log, I guess. We made sure we have the list. Just to be organized, you can already go here, response.body.for each. But I just like to know what I'm doing here. And for each gift, we get the URL from it. And then for each card of that index, we find its image and we switch the URL. And that's it. Anyone have any questions before we move on? Maybe we try Wiz. I haven't tried it in like 2 years, so I'm really interested to see how the whole UX and the new UI is. I'm gonna add the link also in chat in case anyone wants to take a look. All right. So yeah, I usually stream for 1 hour, so I think we go ahead and try Wiz. Great work. Do you also do Advent code? I did start Advent code. I only did day 1, and then I don't know, work is in the way, but I do want to continue doing it. Let's log in. Log in with FinSuite. Is that the only way to log in? I see. Okay. I guess we can't log in with Google. Let me make sure I'm not gonna leak anything. So let me turn this off. I think we can go back. Sure. We're building an Advent calendar. What's new? Upgrade super base package for improved performance. Okay. All right, so brand new. Let's see. Name for your workspace. Gonna call it stream. I don't think I'll use it for anything else. So let's do. Hello, Webflow agency. I think that's Peter. Nice to see you here. We just finished doing it with JavaScript. We're gonna try to build it with Wiz as well now. I think you're the one who said why not both on the post. But anyway. And I think what we do on Webflow side is we duplicate this page. We'll call this Wiz. Yes, it was you. Yeah. Okay, for this page, we will just, I think we can keep this part. Because this is not that important. This is just for opening. I just care about this, the logic over here. So we can Get that. You just got home. Let's see how long you can stay here anyway. Curious about Xano. Yeah, we didn't do much in Xano. So what I have in Xano is this quick function. We just get today's date. We get the correct format. J gives you the day. So today's date in a number without deleting 0. And then we use that to filter the gifts to only get the gifts we want. So from 1 to 13. And that's all we did in Xano. Now we're doing Wist. Oh, they didn't update their fav icon. Okay, so we need the this. We need to add this to here. Is it in the head? Yeah. We don't need this Xano thing. Okay, let's publish. Oh, someone's putting in hearts. Thank you. Okay. So now we have this working. We have coal again. In case you missed it, you get coal because if you're on the naughty list, you get coal instead of gifts. So let's see. Create project. Something went wrong. Please embed the code on your staging domain. Publish. Make sure you're saving Amazon. Do I have to put it in the whole project, not in the page? There's that again. Okay, looks like it was. We need to add it to the global code. Okay. Okay, so I definitely changed since I checked it last time. I don't know what's going on with their logo here. But first of all, we didn't have dark mode, I think. And this is much more simplified, it looks. It looks a lot like Webflow, that's for sure. And you can publish directly from here. That's cool. I don't remember if this was here before, being able to publish directly from Xano. Let's see. My apps, requests, events. Okay, so from what I remember, we need to add an app. Oh, here, okay. Oh, there's no native Xano integration? Okay, let's do this. The base URL, we got it earlier, but let's make sure. Oh. Although this isn't the base URL, this is the whole URL. So maybe we just do this. To execute a function and see the result. Nothing. That's okay, right? Xano. Using 0 request. Okay, so now I should be able to go here, add request, app is Xano, and the endpoint is this. Get gifts. I think we need anything. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what's going on. Wait, is this? Just realized. What? URL endpoint. Why am I returning? It's asking for an endpoint. Why am I returning something? See the cookies data, F the forms data, input data, navigation data, request data, variables. Am I missing something here? What do I need to return? Wait, maybe I did something wrong here. Because this is supposed to be a string. No? Our relative path will be evaluated using, for example. Okay, so this is correct. Okay. Yes. Although we can also keep the group URL. Can I remove this? And then here I should be able to just do slash gift. Is this supposed to be my data? I'm a little confused. Creating a request. We don't need headers. I'm surprised there's no images or something more practical because I just want to make a simple request. And it's a lot of this. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. I don't know, is this the data that I'm getting? Am I like... parameters. Oh, wait, this is correct. Okay, okay. That was a little confusing to me, but it seems like we got it correctly now. I don't know why there's so many things here, but cool. Wow, okay. Elements. So I remember that you have to add attributes to the elements. You need to add the with attribute in Webflow. So do I just do with like this, and then here is it the name of the element? Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure if this will work. Let's see. That's not what I wanted to do. Wait, why is this working? Oh yeah, we're on this page. We should be on this page. Okay. Let's go here. With card. So I'm guessing all of them have the same one. I wonder if that would be okay. We're on the wrong page on Webflow as well. Wait, did I delete the code from? Okay, from the correct one. Did I publish? I did. Okay. Refresh this. Oh, there we go. What is 50? Used 50 times in this period. 50. Oh, 25 here and 25 on the other. Okay. So looks like it's getting an array of items. Okay. List index variable. Select a variable from your data store. You will be able to use this variable in other functions to refer to the correct item in your array. Okay. Card index. We'll do zero. Okay. List value. Select an array. Elements with the selected attributes will be rendered as list items. Required. Elements with the selected attributes will be rendered as list items. What? This? Is that what that means? Okay. All right. Whatever that was. All right. So event. Let's do load gifts. Trigger. Page finishes loading. No conditional. The action will be run function. And the function is get gifts. Right, return. No. I have to await it. Oh, wait, do I just need the function? So I just need to return the function. It doesn't look like I'm gonna figure it out in this one. I thought I can just come here and remember how to use it. But it looks like 2 years was enough for me to not really figure out how to. It was easier for me to do it in code. Let's see. Happens. Yeah. uh, Run function. Oh, there we go. Perform request, this one. Why did all my cards disappear? I did something wrong, didn't I? I don't understand what this list value is. Balance with the selected attributes. With the selected attributes. So do I have to do like wist equals card? Because that's the attribute, or am I understanding that wrong? Doesn't look like it. Maybe V. No. No idea. Well, we built it with code, and I'm not sure how we can build it here. Unless I figure out what this list value, I feel like we may be close. But then again, we have to somehow go over all the items. Yeah, I really don't know. Is there any documentation here? Maybe we'll do it next time. Maybe I need to study Wiz more. But to be honest, I'm not that interested because it's like one more dependency to add into my project. And as we saw earlier, we did build this with just like 20 lines of code with a lot of like spacing. So I don't personally think it's worth it. I did want to try because I think Wiz looks kind of fun if you can like get used to everything that you can do with it. Maybe it's a bit nicer than seeing a bunch of code all the time. I don't know what's going on with their CSS here. But yeah, I think that's it for the stream. We didn't manage to get the Wiz thing going. I don't know why it's not showing me anything here anymore, but it's not very fun. I don't know. Yeah, no idea. But thank you all for being here. And yeah, see you next week. I'm not sure what we're gonna build next week. It's gonna be the 20th of December. But